Chandrababu Naidu with the possibility of this alliance shaping up. Pawan Kalyan earlier in February even said that I've been constantly going to Delhi pushing for this alliance to take on Jagan.
క్రిమినాలిటీ పెరిగిపోయిన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ని రక్షించుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. అందుకని అందరం కలిసి ఓట్లు చెల్లకుండా ఉండాలని చెప్పిన ప్రతిపాదనకి ఎంత నలిగిపోయారో నా ఒకరికి తెలుసు. ఈ రోజున అందరూ ఎమ్మెల్యేలు ఎంపీలు ఏదన్నా అవుదాం కానీ దాన్ని ఓటు అందరూ బలంగా ఉన్నారు. ఈ రోజున ఈ బలానికి కారణం నేను పడ్డ మామూలు నలుగుడు కాదు. దీనికి ఎన్ని చీవాట్లు తిన్నానో జాతీయ నాయకుల దగ్గర మీకు తెలియదు. అన్ని చీవాట్లు తిన్నాను. నేను ఒకటే 2 చేతులు పెట్టాను. సార్ మా రాష్ట్రం సార్ ప్లీజ్ సార్ ప్లీజ్ ఇంతే దండం పెట్టి దండం.
And let's get you the latest update on the alliance talks. Chandrababu Naidu has touched down in the national capital. We put out the footage for you on our screens of the latest images of his convoy making its way through the streets of the national capital. Chandrababu Naidu is going to be meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah. Reportedly, there will also be a meet with BJP chief JP Nadda. The finalities of the seat-sharing formula will be discussed, but it looks all but certain that TDP and Jana will join the NDA now. I want to bring in Abdul Bashir, who's joining us from Hyderabad. We'll also have Pawan Saha, who's tracking the latest from Delhi with us. But Abdul, to you first on what really you're picking up from the TDP and Jana. What is going to be the terms and conditions that they put forward for this alliance now?
Well, Akshita, what we know is that JSP, Jana party, is already in alliance with the BJP. And now JSP chief Pawan Kalyan is leaving no stone unturned to get TDP also into this alliance where Jana and BJP are already in the state. As we see that assembly and parliament elections are nearing, TDP and JSP had announced 99 candidates, among which 5 are from JSP and 94 are from TDP. And in the if we talk about the seat share that has been made between JSP and TDP, 24 out of 175 seats will be given to JSP by the TDP, and 3 parliamentary seats from among 25 will be given to JSP is what TDP has decided. Now, the share of 57 seats from the assembly and the other seats, what we are getting to know is around 8 seats from the parliament will be given to the JSP and BJP together is what the TDP is right now assuming. But what we see is that this alliance is very much necessary for both the parties, be it TDP or the JSP, as anyhow BJP has a very marginal number of vote share in the state there. But this alliance to get into the NDA is very much necessary for the TDP. So this is not the first talk that we are hearing. There had been other talks, previously there had been talks between the BJP and TDP as well. But what we are learning is that today would be the final talk expected for the TDP, wherein seat share will be decided. TDP is keen on giving at least 5 seats to the BJP Parliament Lok Sabha seats to the BJP from where they are going to contest. So this is
5 seats in all likelihood for the BJP seems to be the hint so far from the TDP at this point. I want to bring in Pawan Saha also on this broadcast. She's joining us live from Delhi. Meeting set to take place in just some time from now. Pawan, what's the schedule looking like? Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan, we're told, will be meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah.
That's right, Akshita. We're, of course, tracking all those developments in the national capital. As my colleague Abdul was just pointing out, this possibly could be the final meeting as far as arriving at a seat-sharing formula for the 2 parties or the 3 parties are concerned in Andhra Pradesh for the Lok Sabha elections, for the Andhra Pradesh Assembly elections as well. Chandrababu Naidu's flight is delayed, so he is yet to land in Delhi. But it is confirmed that he will be meeting the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, at about 9 p.m. this evening, when those seat-sharing conversations will take place. This is the final leg of the negotiation. As Abdul was enunciating, I caught some of that over there. The BJP, of course, is very keen as far as Lok Sabha is concerned to contest on at least 8 to 10 seats. But the TDP believes that 4 to 5 is the maximum as far as what the BJP could contest on. The TDP, of course, feels that it is on a stronger wicket going into this election, not just in the state of Andhra Pradesh in terms of the Lok Sabha election, but in the Assembly election as well. So it is, of course, trying to bargain with the Bharatiya Janata Party, but it does realize that it needs the BJP on board as well. It needs to keep the BJP on board because it would then ensure that if the if the TDP were to come to power in Andhra Pradesh, then it would have smooth relations with the centre, and joining the NDA would be in its own advantage, in its own benefit. But at the moment, of course, those negotiations are yet to be finalised. BJP, as you know, has been on this mission to expand the NDA, and every sort of alliance partner that they bring on board as far as the NDA is concerned is only incremental in terms of the number of seats that they gain, because they've set themselves a very steep target of 370 by themselves and 400 plus for the NDA. Akshita.
All right, Paulami, thanks for those details. We'll track the latest that comes in from the huddles that are scheduled to take place. I'd like to thank Abdul Bashir as well for joining us from Hyderabad. But why is this alliance crucial, and will a tie-up with the TDP actually benefit the BJP? Let's look at the strength, weakness and opportunity in this particular case, and also the threat for the BJP in joining hands with the Chandrababu Naidu. The strength, of course, is that you're looking at a Mahagathbandhan, a grand alliance of the TDP, the Jana, Sena and the BJP, three parties versus one, versus Jagan Mohan Reddy. Now, they'll also help, this alliance will help the BJP woo the Kama Naidu vote bank via Chandrababu Naidu. That's in fact his stronghold. And then, of course, there's the Kapu vote bank, also courtesy Pawan Kalyan. So there is a consolidation as far as caste politics is concerned. What about weakness? Well, the BJP has got friendly relations with the YSRCP. That's very, very clear, because on crucial legislations, crucial bills in Parliament, the YSRCP is always given a helping hand as far as numbers go in Parliament. They will lose that advantage now with joining hands with the TDP. There's no way the YSRCP will agree to back them in any manner. There's also the fact that Chandrababu Naidu has been in and out of the NDA, and this past bitter experiences could prove to be some sort of a lesson for the BJP not to 100% trust Chandrababu Naidu. As far as opportunity goes, they have a chance here to take on the juggernaut in Andhra Pradesh. Three parties versus one. That will hugely help them consolidate. Also, it will help in ending all of the confusion, speculation on the Pawan Kalyan alliance. You've got alliance with Pawan Kalyan, you've got the TDP in alliance with Pawan Kalyan, but what about BJP and TDP? That confusion comes to an end if this alliance is announced. What about threat? Well, there's one serious problem, which is cases against Chandrababu Naidu. He's only recently come out of jail. He's out on bail right now. So that's one issue. The other is the rivalry between Chandrababu Naidu and the current Andhra BJP chief, who was brought in, Purandeshwari brought in with the clear message from the BJP that they want to woo the Kama Naidu vote bank. But with the party and family politics as it is in the NTR family, this could prove to be a bit of a problem, really. Let's bring in right now T.S. Sudhir, senior journalist, political analyst, who's joining us on this broadcast. Sudhir, good evening. All but final now that the alliance is going to be announced, but it's taken quite a bit of time. You know, for months we've seen dialogue taking place. For months, these kind of talks on will they, won't they. What's led to this delay, Sudhir? Where do you think, there was a kind of roadblock in talks progressing?
Well, 6 years ago in 2018 was when Chandrababu Naidu took the flight out of the NDA. Now, it's almost very ironic that his flight is delayed when he's going to touch down in Delhi, as you just now pointed out. 6 years later, he's doing a Garvapsi to the NDA. Now, this has been pretty much difficult because of what you mentioned about the bitterness, because of the manner in which he walked out of the NDA 2018-19, the kind of pronouncements he made in the run-up to the general elections of 2019. But the larger question, Akshita, is whether the BJP really needs an alliance with the Telugu Desam, because irrespective of whichever party wins whatever number of seats in Andhra Pradesh, it is a given that both the Telugu Desam and the YSRCP would support the BJP at the center. So even if the BJP is a zero in terms of Lok Sabha seats in Andhra Pradesh, it would get the support of the entire 25 MPs from Andhra Pradesh. So in that sense, it doesn't really need the alliance. It is the Telugu Desam that needs the alliance much more than the BJP. And the BJP, I see it in a win-win kind of a situation, because whatever number of seats it wins in Andhra Pradesh as a result of this alliance will be largely because of the vote transfer from the Telugu Desam and the Janasena kitty, because the BJP on its own is not in a position to win a single Lok Sabha seat. It doesn't have that many kind of winning candidates in Andhra Pradesh. So in that sense, it has everything to gain and nothing to lose. In terms of the number of seats, they started with the very huge number of 10 Lok Sabha seats that the BJP was looking at. The number has been brought down to about 5 to 7. But Chandrababu Naidu, I was told by his very close confidant this morning, is not willing to part with more than 3 Lok Sabha seats and 5 assembly seats to the BJP. That's a position, but of course, bargaining will take place. He could increase the number by a bit because the BJP obviously is more interested in the number of Lok Sabha seats that it wins from Andhra Pradesh so that it can have a presence and then it can build on that.
You know, for the BJP, so is this a big gamble that they're taking by going ahead and joining hands with the TDP? We know about the kind of relations with Jagannath Reddy. He's not officially a part of the NDA, but like what's happening in Odisha, like with the BJD, whenever there's a crisis for the BJP in Parliament, they've always turned to Jagan, and he's always given the support that they need in Parliament. They're going to lose that now. There's no doubt about that. An official alliance with the TDP will mean that Jagan will no longer provide them any sort of backroom support whatsoever. So is this a gamble of sorts for the BJP?
Well, Jagan Mohan Reddy's YCP right now has 11 Rajya Sabha MPs, and that has been crucial as far as support in the Rajya Sabha is concerned. The BJP would have reckoned that they could lose a bit of that. But the eyes are essentially on which party is likely to do better as far as the Lok Sabha and the Assembly elections is concerned. Right now, it looks like it's going to be an extremely tight contest in Andhra Pradesh, both in the Lok Sabha as well as the Assembly elections are concerned. It would really be interesting to watch how the Prime Minister and other BJP leaders really play the campaign on the campaign trail, whether they go all out against Jagan, given the fact that the relations between Jagan Mohan Reddy and Narendra Modi and Amit Shah have been largely cordial over the last 5 years. He has needed the centre to bail out the state, especially on issues relating to finance, because the financial situation of the state has not been very good. They have kind of struggled to even pay salaries on time. So in that sense, Jagan Mohan Reddy and the BJP have been pretty close, even though not really part of the NDA. But that's what I said. The BJP has really nothing to lose. If the TDP comes to power, they can be part of the government in Andhra Pradesh, as well as probably induct a couple of TDP MPs as ministers at the center. If the TDP Janasena alliance and the BJP alliance does not manage to come to power, YCP will still be an ally as far as the BJP is concerned. So the BJP in that sense is in a win-win situation, irrespective of which way this election goes.
Interesting to see what will play out. Interesting also to note how many seats the TDP will agree to give to the BJP. And hopefully in the next 24 to 48 hours, we will have those details. Thanks very much, Sudhir, as always, for joining us with your perspective on how this kind of an alliance could have an impact at the upcoming elections in Andhra Pradesh. Like I said, it's going to be an alliance that will not just be for the general elections, but also for the assembly elections. The BJP has a near non-negligible presence in Andhra. But there are going to be big takeaways, big ramifications if this alliance actually happens. And from our sources, we're hearing that it is more or less a done deal. Just a question of 1 or 2 seats that the BJP is now haggling for with the TDP. And will Naidu really give in to the demand of about 1 or 2 more seats than he's willing to give? Remains the big question. We're going to continue getting you all the details of the meeting. 9 p.m. is when Chandrababu Naidu is expected to meet with Home Minister Amit Shah. We'll get you the latest on that. I'm slipping into a very short break. On the other side, we're going to be talking about whether Rahul Gandhi is contesting from Wayanad all over again. There was speculation that he's going to choose Telangana. There was speculation he's going to fight from Karnataka. But now, in all likelihood, Rahul Gandhi is going to ensure a second term from Wayanad, a second fight from Wayanad.
285 ब्लॉकों से भी करीब 1 लाख लोग टेक्नोलॉजी के जरिए जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम का आज हृदय से अभिनंदन करता हूं। ये वो नया जम्मू कश्मीर है जिसका इंतजार हम सभी को कई दशकों से था। ये वो नया जम्मू कश्मीर है जिसके लिए डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी ने बलिदान दिया था। इस नए जम्मू कश्मीर की आंखों में भविष्य की चमक है। इस नए जम्मू कश्मीर के इरादों में चुनौतियों को पार करने का हौसला है। आपके इन मुस्कुराते चेहरे देश देख रहा है और आज 140 करोड़ देशवासी सुकून महसूस कर रहे हैं। साथियों, अभी मनोज सिन्हा जी का भाषण हम सब ने सुना। उन्होंने इतनी बढ़िया तरीके से बातों को रखा, विकास की बातों के इतने विस्तार से समझाया। शायद उनके भाषण के बाद किसी के भाषण की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन आपका प्यार, आपकी इतनी बड़ी तादाद में आना, लाखों लोगों का जुड़ना, आपके इस प्यार से मैं जितना खुश हूं उतना ही कृतज्ञ भी हूं। मोदी प्यार के इस कर्ज को चुकाने में कोई कोर कसर नहीं छोड़ेगा। और मैं 2014 के बाद जब भी आया मैंने यही कहा, मैं ये मेहनत आपका दिल जीतने के लिए कर रहा हूं और मैं दिनों दिन देख रहा हूं कि मैं आपका दिल जीतने की दिशा में सही दिशा में जा रहा हूं। आपका दिल मैं जीत पाया हूं और ज्यादा जीतने की कोशिश मेरी जारी रहेगी। और ये मोदी की गारंटी है, मोदी सूझ गारंटी। और आप जानते हैं मोदी की गारंटी यानी गारंटी पूरा होने की गारंटी।
The Congress Central Election Committee meeting is slated to happen in just about 30 minutes from now at 7 p.m. And in the discussions that will take place, there is going to be a focus on which seat Rahul Gandhi will contest from. Sources suggest that it could be a repeat of 2019, that he could choose both Amethi and Wayanad. But after today's meet, in all likelihood, there's going to be a confirmation of Rahul Gandhi fighting from Wayanad for a second time. A wait will in fact extend for clarity on whether he is going to fight from Amethi or not, because in today's list there's going to be a discussion on Kerala, not necessarily on Uttar Pradesh. But there was talk that Rahul Gandhi, instead of Wayanad, could choose another seat from another south state, from Telangana or Karnataka. But we're hearing from our sources that Rahul is keen on fighting from Wayanad yet again. Maushami Singh is joining us live with more details on this. Maushami, there are a lot of questions about whether Rahul Gandhi is going to contest from Wayanad. One of the reasons it was assumed that he won't is because ally left while, you know, the left and Congress aren't fighting together in Kerala, they are allies otherwise as part of the India bloc. They've already fielded a candidate from Wayanad. They fielded Annie Raja. So if Rahul Gandhi chooses to fight in Wayanad, he's effectively going to be against his own ally.
You know, the fact that the screening committee has cleared Rahul Gandhi's name, which was on expected lines, Akshita, really means that there is no second thought being given to his candidature from Wayanad, and the nod from the CEC is a mere formality. Now, that said, there is a big chunk of the Congress that believes that Rahul Gandhi, when was in need and in crisis, it was the voters of Wayanad who stood up and stood by him. And that's one reason that he is an MP from Wayanad, having lost the Methi. So thereby Rahul Gandhi, who's got a very keen liking for Wayanad, and has said multiple times that this is my family now, was not at all keen on abandoning Wayanad for greener pastures or for a more challenging portfolio, or whether he could fight two constituencies was to be decided later. It is clear that Rahul Gandhi has made up his mind that he will recontest from Wayanad, and to that found that the voters and the people of Wayanad is adopted as his family, and he's not going to leave that. So clearly, the CP would move up his name as far as Wayanad is concerned today.
Okay, 7 p.m. is when the huddle will take place. Post that, we can expect a confirmation that yes, Rahul Gandhi has chosen to fight a second time from Wayanad. Thanks very much, Moshmi, for joining us with those details. Is it going to be Wayanad and Amethi once again for Rahul Gandhi? Well, speculation is rife that he's going to repeat the 2019 formula and believes that this time around in Amethi he has a strong chance of once again coming back to power, of getting revenge on Smriti Irani. His name, Rahul Gandhi's name, is likely to be declared today after the first meeting of the Congress's Central Election Committee. But his name could be declared just for Wayanad, just for the Kerala seats, because in the first list, doesn't look like the Congress is going to go into Uttar Pradesh just yet. Smriti Irani, meanwhile, has challenged Rahul Gandhi to contest not from 2 seats but just from 1 seat, and has said if he truly is the tallest leader that the Congress has, he should be fighting without any support from Akhilesh Yadav or Mayawati in Amethi alone. There's also buzz that Priyanka Gandhi could be in the poll fray this time, and she could choose Raebareli, the seat that her mother Sonia Gandhi has given up and instead chosen to move to the Rajya Sabha. Posters have already been put up calling for Priyanka to fight from Raebareli. Those posters on your screens.
My challenge to Mr. Gandhi was very simple, that if he considers himself the tallest leader of the Congress party, he should fight only the seat of Amethi. हम कहते हैं कि अगर नेता वो है जिसको सहारे की जरूरत नहीं है, ये राहुल गांधी का मानना है, तो फिर वो बिना मायावती जी के, बिना अखिलेश के सहारे के अमेठी अकेले लड़के दिखा दें. लेकिन मैंने जो सुना है कि वो शायद 2 सीटों से लड़ेंगे. जैसे ही वो अनाउंस करेंगे कि वो 2 सीटों से लड़ रहे हैं, वहीं पे उनकी अनाउंसमेंट का मतलब है कि वो अमेठी हार रहे हैं. जो इंसान टोटली कन्विंस्ड होता है कि वो जीत रहा है, वो दूसरी सीट की ओर नहीं भागता.
राहुल गांधी जी जब दिल्ली मिलते हैं या राहुल गांधी जब अमेठी होते हैं, वो कहते हैं अमेठी से उनका नाता पारिवारिक है. तो परिवार में नानी होती ना, तो वो उनका नाता जब वो वायनाड के सांसद थे तब भी वैसे है आज अमेठी से, जैसे जब अमेठी सांसद हुआ करते तब जैसे था. तो अमेठी के लोग तैयार हैं. जिला कांग्रेस कमेटी लगातार संगठन के माध्यम से काम कर रही. वहाँ पर बहुत सारे समाजसेवी संगठन हैं जो राहुल गांधी जी को चुनाव लड़ाने की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. उससे बड़ी बात जो एक अमेठी परिवार है, वो परिवार लगातार राहुल गांधी जी के ऑफिस के संपर्क में है, हम लोगों के संपर्क में है, संगठन के संपर्क में है. वो लगातार चाहता है कि अमेठी के लोगों से हम सबसे एक भूल हुई है, उसे सुधारने का मौका मिले. जो अमेठी का विकास रुका था फिर से शुरू हो. राहुल गांधी जी के नाम से जो अमेठी का नाम था पूरी दुनिया में, वो फिर से रोशन हो. इस बात को लेकर अमेठी लोग तैयार हैं और राहुल गांधी जी का इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
Okay, so while there is all of this chorus for Rahul Gandhi to contest from Amethi, it seems a given that he's going to fight from Wayanad. And let's get in Shibimul also, who's joining us live from Thiruvananthapuram to talk about what really this means politically in Kerala, where it's very, very different, Shibi, from what's happening across the country. The left and Congress may be allies across India, but they're enemies, sworn enemies in Kerala. The left repeatedly through the course of last week has criticized Rahul Gandhi, saying your fight is with the BJP, why are you you're coming and fighting from Kerala. The left has been counting on Rahul Gandhi not coming into Wayanad because they're hoping to kind of consolidate in North Kerala. Is there a possibility of them withdrawing their candidate? Are they going to be taking on Rahul Gandhi? What are you hearing?
Well, Akshita, there's no possibility of them withdrawing their candidate from Wayanad because that will lead to that will be a major political setback to the left if they withdraw a candidate against Congress in Kerala. So they will definitely, and the fact that they've fielded Annie Raja is also because they've assumed that Rahul Gandhi is going to contest from Wayanad because Annie Raja's name was considered in other constituencies like Thiruvananthapuram and Thrissur also. But finally, they finalized her candidature in Wayanad because they feel that it's Rahul Gandhi that's going to come and contest from Wayanad. But yes, definitely for the BJP, it's a major, political tool to raise because both the left and the Congress being allies outside the state and enemies inside the state. Now, if we see in the last election rally where the India Alliance partners came together, we saw D. Raja, the CPI General Secretary, alongside Rahul Gandhi on the stage. And here in Kerala, he will be taking on the same D. Raja's wife, Annie Raja. So now that's definitely a question and definitely a political weapon that the BJP will be used. And that's exactly what the left was warning Congress and Rahul Gandhi about. But Rahul Gandhi, right from the beginning, has been dropping hints that, he is going to contest from Wayanad because whether we look at his last visit to Wayanad also, he did not, I've covered a lot of events of his in Wayanad and mostly he does, it's all small events, not public rallies generally. It's all panchayat level inaugurations where you see him mostly communicating to the people and repeating this, that it's my family and I feel like coming home. We also saw him stopping his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra and visiting Wayanad when Wayanad saw a lot of protests taking place by the residents. So all of those were clear hints is what I personally felt, that it's going to be Rahul Gandhi contesting from Wayanad once again. But yes, and we're also hearing that the Congress had communicated to the left that in certain states alliance is not possible, and if in Kerala other Congress leaders can contest against left, what is the difference for Rahul Gandhi? He will also contest against them. So that's also something that we're hearing.
The optics most definitely don't look good for the India bloc, where you have these two leaders, high-profile ones, being pitted against each other. So as much as the Congress says it's no different from any other Congress leader and a left leader squaring off, the reality is that Rahul Gandhi sharing the stage, as should be pointed out, with the D. Raja, with the left leader, is then fighting the left in Kerala. Thanks very much, Shibi, for joining us with all of those details. Shibi reporting from Kerala. Will continue getting you all the latest from Wayanad, where it's expected that in a few hours from now, there could be an announcement from the Congress that Rahul Gandhi is fighting from Wayanad yet again. I'm slipping into a very short break. On the other side, all the latest updates on the Bengaluru cafe blast investigation. More images coming in of the bomber. He is, however, yet to be identified.
My challenge to Mr. Gandhi was very simple, that if he considers himself the tallest leader of the Congress party, he should fight only the seat of Amethi. हम कहते हैं कि अगर नेता वो है जिसको सहारे की जरूरत नहीं है, ये राहुल गांधी का मानना है, तो फिर वो बिना मायावती जी के, बिना अखिलेश के सहारे के अमेठी अकेले लड़के दिखा दें. लेकिन मैंने जो सुना है कि वो शायद 2 सीटों से लड़ेंगे. जैसे ही वो अनाउंस करेंगे कि वो 2 सीटों से लड़ रहे हैं, वहीं पे उनके अनाउंसमेंट का मतलब है कि वो अमेठी हार रहे हैं. जो इंसान टोटली कन्विंस्ड होता है कि वो जीत रहा है, वो दूसरी सीट की ओर नहीं भागता.
राहुल गांधी जी जब दिल्ली मिलते हैं या राहुल गांधी जब अमेठी होते हैं, वो कहते हैं अमेठी से उनका नाता पारिवारिक है. तो परिवार में नानी होती ना, तो वो उनका नाता जब वो वायनाड के सांसद थे तब भी वैसे है आज अमेठी से, जैसे जब अमेठी सांसद हुआ करते तब जैसे था. तो अमेठी के लोग तैयार हैं. जिला कांग्रेस कमेटी लगातार संगठन के माध्यम से काम कर रही. वहाँ पर बहुत सारे समाजसेवी संगठन हैं जो राहुल गांधी जी को चुनाव लड़ाने की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. उससे बड़ी बात जो एक अमेठी परिवार है, वो परिवार लगातार राहुल गांधी जी के ऑफिस के संपर्क में है, हम लोगों के संपर्क में है, संगठन के संपर्क में है. वो लगातार चाहता है कि अमेठी के लोगों से हम सबसे एक भूल हुई है, उसे सुधारने का मौका मिले. जो अमेठी का विकास रुका था फिर शुरू हो. राहुल गांधी जी के नाम से जो अमेठी का नाम था पूरी दुनिया में, वो फिर से रोशन हो. इस बात को लेकर अमेठी के लोग तैयार हैं और राहुल गांधी जी का इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
जम्मू एंड कश्मीर बीजेपी को जिन्होंने इस पार्टी को बहुत फैलाने में हेल्प करी है, J&K में रविंदर रैना जी, क्राउड तो दिख रहा है, लोग भी इतने आए हैं, लेकिन मैं पहला सवाल पूछती हूँ पॉलिटिक्स पे। ऑपोजिशन कहती है जबरदस्ती कंपल्सरी करके आप लोग यहाँ लेकर आए हैं।
दिल खोल कर जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम ने, दिल खोल कर वादी कश्मीर की जनमानस ने आज प्रधानमंत्री मोदी साहब का वेलकम किया है। पलकें बिछाए कश्मीर के लोग मोदी साहब का इंतजार कर रहे थे। जिस तरीके से मोदी साहब ने दिल खोलकर हिंदुस्तान का खजाना कश्मीर के लिए खोला, आज कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी रेल जाने के लिए तैयार है। आज एम्स हॉस्पिटल कश्मीर बन रहा है, सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी, रिंग रोड्स, आज डेवलपमेंट, अमन, खुशहाली, भाईचारा, हिंदू, मुसलमान, सिख, ईसाई सब मिलजुल कर जिस जोशो जुनून के साथ यहाँ रह रहे हैं, ये लोगों के चेहरे पर जज्बात हैं, ये जबरदस्ती नहीं लाए जा सकते। ये लोगों का प्यार है प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी साहब के लिए, जिन्होंने जम्मू कश्मीर में अमन लाया, खुशहाली लाई, प्यार, मोहब्बत, लोगों को जोड़ा। मोदी साहब ने, मोदी साहब को पूरा कश्मीर सलाम करता है, सलूट करता है मोदी साहब को।
Air quality today. In Delhi, 207. In Mumbai, 71. In Kolkata, 116. In Bangalore, 169. In Chennai, 101. In Hyderabad, 109.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
And let's get you a news break coming in right now of another big setback for the Congress in Kerala, as leader Padmaja Venugopal, daughter of late Congress stalwart K. Karnakaran, has joined the BJP. The daughter of the legendary K. Karnakaran, known very popularly and fondly as leader in Kerala, the former chief minister's daughter, has now dumped the Congress and joined the BJP. Now, K. Karnakaran was a Congress stalwart, which is why this is hugely embarrassing for the Congress. Padmaja there has officially joined the BJP, as you see on your screens, in the presence of Minister Javadekar. Padmaja has said the Prime Minister Modi is a strong leader. This was expected. She's been in talks with the BJP for some time, reportedly because she says that she felt humiliated by the Congress, particularly after she lost the Kerala Assembly election. She had fought from Thrissur but lost by a very small margin of about 900 votes. And since then, she says she's been completely sidelined by the party, and that's why she's taken this particular decision of leaving the Congress and joining the BJP. Now, there's big buzz that she could be given a ticket in the upcoming elections as well. This is the second such development in Kerala for the Congress, considering that previously you had A.K. Antony's son Anil Antony also joining the BJP. He's already been given a ticket from Pathanamthitta in Kerala. Will we see Padmaja Venugopal also getting a ticket remains a question, but she is someone who is a politically strong leader in Kerala.
വേറെ ഒരു സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ ആലോചിച്ചിരുന്നു, പിന്നെ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ മാതിരി ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നു ഇതിൽ ചേർന്നു, ഇത്രയുള്ള അല്ലാണ്ട് പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഇതായിട്ടോ ഒന്നുമില്ല. പിന്നെ മോദിജിയുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ എനിക്ക് അത് രാഷ്ട്രീയമല്ല, ഒരിക്കലും രാഷ്ട്രീയമല്ല. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ആ ഒരു കഴിവും ആ ഒരു ലീഡർഷിപ്പും എന്നെ എന്നും ആകർഷിച്ചിരുന്നു.
I decided, I made up my mind that I'm going to join the BJP and that's why I did it.
കോൺഗ്രസ് പ്രവർത്തകരെ പറ്റി ആലോചിക്കുമ്പോൾ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും എനിക്ക് മാനസികമായിട്ടൊരു ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. കാരണം ഞാൻ ജനിച്ചത് ഈ പാർട്ടിയിലാണ്.
I feel sad when I look at the Congress now and the plight.
കാരണം എൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ പോയപ്പോൾ പോലും ഞാൻ പാർട്ടി വിട്ട് പോയിട്ടില്ല. അപ്പോൾ എത്രമാത്രം മാനസിക ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടായിട്ട് വേണം.
In some of the worst circumstances, I never left the party.
അവർക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും എന്നെ, നേതാക്കൾക്ക്
And now
മനസ്സിലാവും.
the fact that I've taken this decision, I'm sure they too understand what the situation is.
പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ കൂടെ വരാം.
Party workers from the Congress are now calling me saying we will come with you.
ഭയങ്കര ഒരു ധൈര്യം തരുന്നുണ്ട്.
And that's giving me a lot of strength as well to have taken this decision.
Thank you. Sir, सामने देखिए.
So that's Padmaja Venugopal speaking to the media after her decision of joining the BJP. She came here to the national capital and is officially now donning saffron. Let's move on to news from Puducherry, where we got horrifying news of the death of a 9-year-old girl. A little girl who was murdered. It kicked off a massive campaign in Puducherry of justice for this girl, whose name we will not put out here on India Today. The body of this 9-year-old, who had been missing for 2 days, was found dumped in a drain very close to a house in Puducherry. Her hands and legs were found tied with ropes. She'd gone missing on Saturday while she was playing with her friends, and 2 days later her body was found. Angry residents in Puducherry hit the streets immediately, demanding justice for her and for her family. Now, since then, there's been a special investigation team that's been set up, multiple arrests as well. Let's get you ground reports filed by my colleague Pramod Madhav.
We are currently standing just 100 meters from the spot where the crime actually occurred, and you see this entire street is covered with police, and police are standing here almost like every 50 feet. And on that side, you would see, like as my camera person Divyan is zooming, that is the place where the crime has occurred. That belongs to a 57-year-old man, and inside that place only that accused and a 19-year-old accused had took the child, and they have violently sexually assaulted her and caused her death. Now, we've got information from the authorities that further investigation is still occurring, but this entire place is like extremely volatile currently, and there are children at this spot. Not just like as we speak, they're like the residence of that child from this spot is not even 100 meters, and the 19-year-old boy is known to the child, and that's the reason when he called her, that child has gone and such a crime has occurred. The people in the spot claim that there is a lot of drug involvement in this area, and they are questioning the safety of women and children, and they are demanding justice and making sure that such kind of crime does not occur. And this is at Puducherry. We have the victim's mother over here. Amma, unga loss ku romba sorry ma. Enna nadandhu mattum solla mudiyuma? Enna
நான் புள்ளைய நான் 7 மணிக்கு வேலைக்கு விட்டு போனேன் சார். சனிக்கிழமை போய் வந்தா என் புள்ளைய காணாம மதியானம் தூக்கின்னு போயிட்டுக்கிறானோ. நான் 5 மணியில் 6 வரைக்கும் தேடினா 6:45 ஸ்டேஷனில் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கொடுத்தேன். வந்து தேடின்னு கிடந்தோம். தேடி கிடத்துக்கு இங்கே தான் இருக்குதுன்னாங்க. நாங்கள் இங்கே தான் தேடின்னு கிடந்தோம். இங்கே தான் வந்து எங்கள் கூட்டியே தான் மேலே ஏறி தேடி கிடந்தாங்க சார். என் பிள்ளை அம்மா சித்திரவதைப்பட்டு வச்சுக்கிறானுங்க. அது இல்லாத வந்து பேட்டி கொடுக்கணும் என் பிள்ளைய வாரி கொடுக்குறேன்.
Like she's saying that the child, like when she went to work, the child was here, but when she came back, the child was not here, and she was searching with everybody. A heinous and unacceptable crime has occurred in the Union Territory of Puducherry, where blood has boiled for the people of this Union Territory who are demanding answers. And on the ground, it was the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Tamilisai Soundararajan, who has assured them of justice, and we have her with us. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, what has been with the progress with the investigation on this matter?
Actually, I'm standing with a broken heart. And after visiting the victim's house, after consoling the mother, I was really felt very sorry for the family. And even the women around that area were very furious. It's natural. And I consulted with the legal experts, and we are going to constitute a fast court that I have consulted with and we have constituted a SIT. So the SIT, Special Investigation Team, has already started their work. That is Kalyan, one of the officer who has been now transferred from Andaman, who is expert in handling such situations. And he has started the work, and already we have arrested, police have arrested two culprits.
Truly a heartbreaking story, and we assure you here on India Today we will follow this up and get you the latest on the investigation. That's all we have time for in this edition of 6 p.m. Prime. Thanks very much for tuning in. Coming up on the other side is Mission 2024 with Preeti Chaudhary, and she's going to be running you through all the news breaks expected from the Congress poll panel meet. Rahul Gandhi's seat in Kerala in all likelihood going to be finalized.
Russia's war on Ukraine is now into the third year, and ripples of the war are being felt here in India. Many Indians have taken up jobs in the Russian army and are on the front lines. Some of them claim they were duped into joining the army. A video recently released by 7 people in fatigues seeking help to return home has gone viral.
हम सब साथी रशिया घूमने के लिए आए थे नवे साल पर, और हमें यहाँ पर एक एजेंट मिला, उसने हमें यहाँ पर घुमाया फिराया रशिया में, और वो बाद में हमें बोला कि मैं आप सबको बेलारूस के लिए ले चलता हूँ, वहाँ पर आप सबको घुमा फिरा के लाता हूँ, और वो हमें बेलारूस लेकर चला गया। हमें इस बात का नहीं पता था वहाँ पर वीज़ा की ज़रूरत होती है, वो हमें ऐसे ही लेकर चला गया। उसने हमको ना वहीं पर बेलारूस हाईवे पर छोड़ दिया, और वहाँ फिर हमको पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया। पुलिस ने पकड़कर रशिया आर्मी को दे दिया हमें, और भी फंसे हुए हैं।
The victims claim they were threatened with jail terms unless they join the Russian army as helpers.
उन्होंने हमें आर्मी में भर्ती कर लिया है। हमें यहाँ पर यूक्रेन छोड़ दिया गया। यूक्रेन हमारे साथ, हमारे जो साथी थे उनको ना फ्रंट लाइन पर डाल दिया गया है। हमारे साथ और भी साथी थे, और हम 7 बंदे हैं जो कि 1 या 2 दिन के अंदर हमें भी कह रहे हैं कि आपको फ्रंट लाइन में डालेंगे और आप सबको युद्ध लड़ना पड़ेगा। हम बिल्कुल भी युद्ध के लिए नहीं तैयार हैं। हमें किसी को भी अच्छे से बंदूक भी नहीं पकड़नी आती, और ये हमें फ्रंट लाइन पर डालना चाहते हैं।
One of the victims is 19-year-old Harsh Kumar from Karnal, Haryana. Ravneet Singh from Awanka village in Gurdaspur was similarly duped, according to his family. Ravneet's mother says they borrowed 11 lakh rupees to send his son to Russia for a job. Recruited as helpers, the victims' lives are at grave risk. Last week, Hemil Mangukia became the first Indian casualty of war. The family of the 23-year-old from Surat is seeking government help to get the body back. The news of Hemil's death in a Ukrainian drone attack was conveyed to the family by an Indian co-worker. According to the family, Hemil went to Russia in December last year after being recruited by a vlogger in Dubai. The government has advised Indian citizens to stay away from Ukraine war zone. Bureau Report, India Today.
A disease that will be making 50% of the world ill by the year 2035. 4 in 10 adults in India are either overweight or clinically obese. The World Obesity Federation projects that obesity in India will grow at an annual rate of 5.2% in adults and in kids at 9.1%. The WHO, the World Health Organization, defines overweight and obesity as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation and presents a risk to health.
Now, you need to understand that BMI, which is the body mass index, is a calculator of the height in the human body to the best possible weight that a person can have. Now, a lot of times, people's height don't change once they become adults, but their weight fluctuates up or down. When your BMI crosses 24.7, you move into the obese category. So this is an area that you want to be watching. Is your BMI higher than 24.7? If it is, well, a lot of people who walk into my nutrition clinic are shocked when I tell them, sir, ma'am, you are obese. And they're like, who, me? But my weight's only 95 kgs. It's the measure of understanding from medical sciences that you don't need so much of weight on your body, and therefore you're classified in the obese segment.
The issue has grown to epidemic proportions, with over 4 million people dying each year as a result of being overweight or obese in 2017. Rates of overweight and obesity continue to grow in adults and in children. From 1975 to the year 2016, the prevalence of overweight or obese children and adolescents between the age of 5 to 19 has increased more than fourfold, from 4% to 18% globally. Obesity is one side of the double burden of malnutrition, and today more people are obese than underweight in every region except sub-Saharan Africa and Asia. Once considered a problem only in high-income countries, overweight and obesity are not dramatically on the rise in low and middle-income countries as well, particularly in urban settings.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बड़ी प्रखरता से इस मुद्दे को उठाया और बचने के लिए कर्नाटका सरकार के पास कोई जगह नहीं थी, तो उन्होंने गिरफ्तारी करी। उन्होंने गिरफ्तारी जिन 3 लोगों की करी है, उसमें एक है मोहम्मद इल्ताज, जो तस्वीर मैं आपके सामने रखूंगा। तस्वीर झूठ नहीं बोलती है, ये देखिए। पहली गिरफ्तारी मोहम्मद इल्ताज, मुनव्वर अहमद और मोहम्मद शाफी, ये 3 लोग हैं जिनकी गिरफ्तारी दबाव में करी। भारत तोड़ो अन्याय यात्रा क्यों कहते हैं देशवासी? ये उसी यात्रा के दौरान है कि कैसे जुड़वा भाई बन के गले लग रहा है ये देशद्रोही जो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगाता है, और राहुल गांधी उसे झप्पी मारते हैं और गले से लगाते हैं। मेरे भाई, तुम ही हो मेरे सब कुछ। तुम देश का विरोध करो, मैं तुम्हारे साथ खड़ा हूं। और क्या ऐसा है कि ये जो व्यक्ति है, ये व्यक्ति केवल एक बार राहुल गांधी से इस तरह से मिला है? नहीं, ये जो टुकड़े टुकड़े मानसिकता है कांग्रेस पार्टी की, इसको बढ़ावा किसने दिया है? ये देखिए, ये तस्वीर जो है, इसमें ये व्यक्ति गौरव गोगोई के साथ है, सिद्धारमैया जो मुख्यमंत्री हैं उनके साथ है, नासिर हुसैन के साथ है, अजय माकन के साथ है, हुआ तो हुआ सैम पिट्रोडा के साथ है, और शशि थरूर दिखाई दे रहे हैं, डीके शिव कुमार दिखाई दे रहे हैं। अब आप मुझे बताइए, ऐसा कैसे संभव हो गया कि ये व्यक्ति जो पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगा रहा है, हर बड़े कांग्रेसी नेता के साथ है, और इसके साथ ये वाली तस्वीर तो लाखों लाखों शब्दों से जो बयां नहीं किया जा सकता, वो कह रही है।
Today's joining is nice. The way they have welcomed me is overwhelming for me. That's all. That's all.
Just you can hide out the corruption. You can say that on corruption issues and that.
Corruption issue, everybody knows. Corruption is to be fought. Corruption is to be fought.
What about Sandesh Kali?
It is a very bad incident. Very bad incident.